Yo, what's up with it? Sorry for the delay. The yeah, I mean this Miami Chicago game was postponed because of some condensation on the court. I feel like that's a rarity. That's a rarity right there. So we got the T Wolves. I feel like Jared Allen's been pretty consistent this year. E Mobley, still gotta. He has been playing poorly though. I definitely can't say he's been playing poorly. I just they just gotta find the right combination with him. Donovan Mitchell's been playing at a super high level, and Cleveland's not been that bad. Yo, J Pop, what up, man? Yeah, let's go to the Lakers game. Crap. The my B. The Yeah, Luca. He had a good game, right? You feel like the Lakers been slipping, or it was just an off game? I feel like Austin Reeves. You need that Austin Reeves there to really. They kind of had a short-handed lineup a little bit. The Yeah, maybe with the full lineup we could have seen a different. Who's Manning? Chris Manning. I don't know him. Harrison Barnes, the vet. Champagny plays like a vet. Cornette solid. De'Aaron Fox. I feel like De'Aaron Fox should be in the All Star game this year. Stephon Castle's taking the step up. Still needs to get the 3-point shooting right though. Um, Dylan Harper did not shoot the ball well again. Wemby came off the bench. Yeah, honestly, I think Keldon Johnson is like one of the more underrated players in this game. I don't know what anybody else thinks in here, but I think Keldon Johnson is definitely underrated. I mean, if we go back a few years ago, let's go back a few years ago, look at his stats. 2023, I think. Yeah, 2023. Look, 22 points per game. Right? The year before, 17 points per game. So he's sacrificed his game. He went from shooting 17.7 shots a game to 8.9. So bro has sacrificed his game for winning, and I feel like that should be rewarded. Whether it's in San Antonio or somewhere else, I feel like my man's got to get rewarded for what he can do. And I always felt like how he goes is how this team goes. He's a baby Westbrook. Yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at the Stephon Castle All Star. Like once the shooting gets there, I think he's pretty lights out. Like he has a long way to go with the shooting. I think Dylan Harper has, even though his shooting percentages are not good at all, um, Dylan Harper has a little bit of a ways to go with the shooting. But the challenge with Dylan Harper is that he's used to having the ball in his hands. I mean, not that he doesn't, but I think both of them got to improve the shooting a little bit. I think Stephon Castle's jumper is better than what they Yeah, isn't that weird though? No picks. You just like you did it like straight up. That's so weird. That's on. That's borderline disrespectful. That's borderline disrespectful. But so let's look at this. Yeah, that's disrespectful too, right? Only one pick. That's what I didn't understand. I didn't understand why he would want to go play for Washington. I could understand maybe that they're probably going to get a good draft pick next year, but I think it was probably one of the only destinations where he would not like because from what I heard and what I was reading, like it wasn't a great point guard market. Like a lot of teams feel like they're happy with their point guard. So maybe it was the only team where he felt like he would be able to just keep the ball in his hands. But like that's gonna be tough though. He's definitely gonna put up good numbers though. If he's healthy, I think he'll put up numbers. Well, good to see Mike Conley, Bones Highland. Similar to Keldon Johnson, I think the better Naz Reid plays, the better the Timberwolves are. Julius Randle playing at a really high level. Not sure if he'll make an All-Star game because I don't know. The storyline might not be there, but bro's playing at a high level that I could say. Yeah. Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam's been playing well. It's just this team is like just not. Yeah, that's a tough record. You know what I mean? But again, when you have a draft that's going to be this potentially this good, it actually might be a great thing because if you get Tyrese Halliburton back and then get Darren Peterson or AJ DeBanza or Cam Boozer and throw them on this team, then they could be in the finals and potentially win it. But this is the interesting thing. This seriously, that's what I'm saying. To not get picks, that almost to me is disrespectful. To me, that's almost feels like a slap. That to me seems like almost like it's personal more than it's business to not get any picks for that man. Like that seems like that's something else going on there. But like I feel like the league is showing like anybody's tradable. Nobody's untouchable. Nobody's too big. The only guy who I would say is probably close to untradeable at this point is probably Steph. I feel like Golden State, just because of the kind of dude that he is, I feel like Golden State will probably like LaMelo Ball came off the bench. 33 points, 8 assists, Concanipple, solid game, 18 and 8. Colin Sexton's been playing pretty good. Brandon Miller, I don't know if he's on a restriction. I don't know exactly what's going on. But his numbers are good. His numbers are good. I mean, let's just Yo, that's what I'm saying, but like if you then you got to trade him to like a big market. You got to trade him to like New York. You got to trade him to like New York or like a team like 3. Cuz look at this roster though. Miles Bridges at 20. Brandon Miller at 20. LaMelo Ball, 19.7 is 20. At 19.5. Colin Sexton at 15. Very underrated 15. Nobody's really giving him his props, but he's playing pretty solid ball. Team is not terrible, and James is pretty solid as well. I think McNeely's one of the better shooters in this draft. Actually, not bad. Yeah.
Wemby's untouchable. That Bitch is untouchable. I would agree
with that.
Shea's untouchable.
Yeah, I would say Shea's probably maybe the most untouchable because he's like in his prime and he won a ring. The thing for me is just like to stay healthy. You know, health is the main thing. But you know, he's kind of the future of the NBA. So if they could keep him healthy, that's going to be important. But no, this is a good point though. Wemby, Jokic, Shea, yeah, I agree with those. Those are definitely good points, good picks. Today's probably going to be a short one. Not a lot of games today.
So
and
definitely moving,
you think? Thanasis? You think Thanasis is going to go with his brother, wherever his brother goes? Wait, do you think Giannis is going anywhere? Cooper Flag's been shooting that thing.
Struggling
overall, but
3-point shooting
has definitely gotten better over like the past month or so, maybe a little longer. Who is this? Oh, Cam Martin, cool. Klay Thompson shooting the ball well. I feel like this team's probably a little better when Nembhard's starting and running the point. Not too sure what's going on with Jaden Hardy. Not really getting the kind of minutes. Powell, he might be almost done. Lauri Markkanen is Lauri Markkanen on the move. He's got a big contract though. And Walter Clayton Jr., solid rookie right there. Yeah. Yesterday he said he's not going anywhere. Yeah. I mean, if to be honest, maybe he might not want to do anything unless he could go to the Knicks. And my thing is, do you want to blow up the Knicks? If you're the Knicks, do you want to blow up that? Are you blowing up the roster if you're the Knicks? You know? Because it might not. I don't know. It's a matter of health. I mean, you got one of the best players of all time, but it's just, is he going to be healthy in these playoffs? Yo, Larry. Yeah, I agree with you. Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George are playing at a really, really high level. Keontae George struggled last year, and he came back like a menace this year. Who's this? Oh, Cody Williams? Man, Cody Williams has potential, man. He was, people were saying he would be the potential number one pick. I mean, listen, coming out of, when he was getting drafted, he had a lot more hype than his brother Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams shoots it at a totally different level than Cody Williams, but Cody Williams, I would say, is a different level athlete than his brother. But we'll see if he could put it together because he's on Utah, so he's got an opportunity to kind of develop. I don't know if Utah can bring the best out of him necessarily, but we will have to see. Yeah, New York is a hard place to play. Philadelphia is a hard place to play as well. So no, I hear you on that. Like there's certain markets that are a little bit tough. You have to have the heart for it. But if you win a title in New York, no matter the sport, you're a legend for life. Eli Manning is a legend for life. He doesn't pay for anything, I'm sure, in the city. Derek Jeter doesn't pay for anything in the city. So, if you could do it, it's a different kind of status. Okay, last one. Yeah, LA too. LA is tough too. LA is tough. All those like big markets with the winning with those like franchises that have like a winning history. It's rough. Last take. Is Zion moving or no? You got Zion staying or moving? Zion's got okay, so Zion's gonna be having a so I would imagine then John Morant. If you're saying Zion's leaving, then John Morant's probably leaving. Dang. Yeah. But in some ways that was good for the NBA though. Cause you get a big time player in a massive market. You know what I mean? Like you got like winning one in LA. I mean, like I don't know if he won't pay for anything in life, but being a Laker legend is like that's a thing. Yeah, right. He was probably loving it. He's like, yo, let me just get like. I mean, that made the NBA like the talk of like sports for like a week. But yeah, man. Yo, I mean, in my head, I honestly felt like it was in my head, like I felt like the whole time it was set up because I just don't know how you do that. I don't know how you just trade a player like that. I've never seen anything. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like. I mean, very rarely. Like, would you do that, especially in his prime? You're just trading the dude in his prime. Yeah, he just made the finals. That's crazy. But yeah, man, it's kind of all I got for today. Oops. Yeah, and they get Cooper Flag, right? That was like the perfect. That was like the perfect setup. But honestly, I feel like they started the season and they had Cooper Flag out of position. It was kind of weird though. It felt kind of weird how that got set up. because nobody was really picking Dallas to get the number 1 pick. But yeah, honestly, I think Dallas. It depends on what they do with AD. Like if AD could stay healthy enough, I don't know.